Hello everybody, it's Dana Sullivan, your Stampin' Chick, here with another Make It Monday! How are you today, my friends? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Ours was great. We went and saw the new Bad Boys movie, Bad Boys for Life. Oh my gosh! If you're a Will Smith and Martin Lawrence fan, if you are a Bad Boys fan, oh my goodness, you've got to see that movie if you haven't already. It's gonna knock your socks off. It was absolutely fantastic. Rarely is a sequel even remotely as good as the original, and this one knocked it out of the park. It was fabulous. Okay, so it's time for another Make It Monday, and the one that I have for you today is this lovely card. And I started out thinking that I was going to do super simple stamping, basic, short, sweet, to the point card. And it is, sort of. It relatively is. I have a hard time with just the simple stamping. I shouldn't, but I love embellishing so much. Okay, so let me show you how to do this card because it really is very simple to do. Okay, first thing that you're going to need is a piece of 8.5 by 5.5 cardstock scored at 4 1/4. That makes your card base. All right, we're going to turn it this way. Then you're going to need a piece of Whisper White cardstock measuring 4 by 5 1/4. This is for the inside panel of your card. You will need a piece of that absolutely gorgeous, stunning new Sale-A-Bration paper that will be coming out tomorrow. I'm sharing this with you to remind you that it's coming out tomorrow. Be ready to place your orders, friends, because this paper is going to sell out so fast. Oh my gosh. It's stunning. Now, I did a video the other day and I showed you all the papers, so I'm not going to show you that again today, but go back and look at that video if you didn't see it because, oh my goodness, this paper is stunning. You have to have it. So get your orders ready, my friends. Tomorrow is the day that you can get this pack of paper for free with your qualifying Sale-A-Bration purchase. Okay, so for a $50 order or more, you will get your choice of free Sale-A-Bration items. So for every $50 that you purchase, you get one. So if you purchase $100 worth of stuff, you can get 2 packs of this paper. And trust me, you're gonna want it. It's stunning. Look, it's stunning, okay? So, visit my website, danasullivan.stampinup.net. Place your order, $50 or more. Wait till tomorrow, friends. Get this paper. Okay, so this is 4 inches by 5 1/4. It's the same as our Whisper White cardstock here. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Starts out white. It takes ombre like, oh, a dream. Okay, so there's that. You are also going to need a couple scraps of cardstock. This one is Whisper White. This one is Pretty Peacock. Did I say that's what the card base was? I don't remember, but Pretty Peacock is the card base. And then our scraps. Now, these came from the So Sentimental bundle, the Stitch So Sweetly dies. I'm also using I Can't Thank You Enough from the stamp set, so as you can see here. Now, if you purchase the bundle tomorrow, you'll be right there to get your free designer series paper, so bear that in mind, my friends. This set is phenomenal, probably one of my absolute favorite in the current Occasions catalog. Sorry, the Spring Mini catalog. Not Occasions anymore, Spring Mini. Okay, but anyway, I digress. The stamp set, the dies, fabulous, wonderful. And then what I was realizing when I went to find something to put on the inside of this card, right? Because what do I always say? No naked insides, no naked envelopes, right? So I can't make you a card and have a naked inside. But I tried to find something that coordinated with this paper and I was struggling. I mean, really struggling. I couldn't find anything that I liked. that had any relative flowers or greenery or anything that was tickling my fancy. And of course, with this sentiment, I mean, it was very hard to find another sentiment to put inside there. So I really didn't want a sentiment. I just wanted some kind of an image to put on the inside. And look what I found. What? They fit perfectly. Aren't they amazing? Okay, so this comes from the Tasteful Textures stamp set right there. And it has gorgeous sentiments too, and these other two texture pieces. This set is phenomenal as well. Hey, guess what? Get the bundle, get the stamp set, get the paper for free. You're done. I've got your order picked out for you. You're welcome. Okay, and then you can make all of these beautiful cards because they're amazing. Okay, so we're going to use the Tasteful Textures, this little flower piece for the inside. So let's get to it, okay? First thing we want to do is color this, because even though our ink dries super, super fast, we want to give it just a second to set before we play with it. So I'm going to be using Pretty Peacock and Mint Macaron inks. And that makes this gorgeous ombre. Isn't it stunning? I love it. All right. Now, you're also going to need our brayer. And because we're dealing with two like colors, and by that I mean they're from the same color family. This is a lighter version of this one. I can start with this Mint Macaron. I can color it up here and not have to clean my brayer or get another tip. I can just go straight into the Pretty Peacock because they're basically the same color. Not really. I mean, some graphic designer is probably cringing right now, but in my creative mind, I see shades of the same color. So start with this lighter green and go to this darker one, and you'll be fabulous. You won't have to rinse or get a different tip. So let's do that. Now we're going to, let's see, we're going to keep it this direction. And you're just going to give it a little pressure and wheel it into your ink pad. And you'll start to see it lift onto the sponge. But trust me, it's not going to look like it's got very much on there. You can see the white is still showing through. But if I go like this, it's applying green. So it really does hold more than it looks. Now obviously that's not as dark as we want it, so we'll just pick up more ink and we'll do this until we're satisfied. Alright, so this may take us just a minute, and because I don't actually edit my videos, unfortunately you're gonna go through this in real time with me, but that's okay because it really doesn't take that long. Okay, so this is just real life, and you'll be able to see how it really works in real time. Alright, so we'll just keep going over it until we get the color we want. Now, I really like that green, so I'm going to start working my way down the paper. And basically, I want to go, you know, roughly halfway. I'm just trying to get a good merge point here. So I'm just going to keep wheeling it. And the big thing to remember is that you want to keep it even and consistent pressure. So I'm actually wheeling just off the edges of the paper because I don't want any stop lines or anything like that. And notice when I'm inking up on my ink pad, I'm actually going in different directions and I'm going across the ink pad, and that's because I'm trying to lift ink as evenly as I possibly can so that I can still use my ink pad. And I will probably have to refill the ink after this one because I've been playing a bit. So as you can see, I've gone down about 2/3. Now that's totally fine because this is the darker ink, and so it's going to cover right over the top of this section. But I want it to have a nice fade spot. So we'll go ahead and put this one away and bring out the Pretty Peacock. Now the wonderful thing about this one being darker is that it doesn't take as much of the ink to coat it. And as you can see, you can still see the white through there, and that just trips me out every time. But look at how much coverage it has. That's a lot, isn't it? So we'll make it nice and thick on this end. And then once we have it coated nice and thick, we'll work our way up the middle. Just like that. Alright, and then let's pull up a little more ink. There we go. There we are. And then just work it until you like it. That's it. There we go. I want a little more of the dark down on this end, so I'm going to focus that way. And then I'm going to go, once I've done all of this, and I know that I don't really have much ink left on my brayer, I'm just going to go up and down this way so that I don't have any lines on my paper. Now, someone else may be screaming, oh gosh, don't do that, but I'm doing it and it's working fabulously, so it's okay. It's okay. All right. There we go. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Okay, now let's get the ink out of the way and let's set this off to the side for right now. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and stamp the inside here, and there's my stamp. I lost it. Okay, and I'm using the Pretty Peacock. This stamp is so pretty because it's actually got some kind of grunge effect to it also. It's got distressing. Oh, I love it. Alright, and I'm just going to stamp it in the corner. There we go. Alright, now let's set this off to the side. We're setting all these things off to the side. It's wonderful. Okay, we've got our little label here, and I'm stamping I Can't Thank You Enough in our tuxedo black ink. Make sure it's got ink all over, and try to line this up. Holding my breath, sticking my tongue out to one side. And there we go. Alright. Now we'll set this to the side for just a hot second, and we're going to bring back this piece. Now, I'm also going to use some of my white baker's twine, which I love using. And in going for a more simple look, we'll just tie it. We'll just tie it. There we go. And I'm going to give it just a little pull, because this way when I let go, it's usually let off enough pressure that it's fitting nicely against the card. You know how when you tie a bow on your card and you know it's so loose and icky and it doesn't work, but if you tie the bow on the paper before you attach it, and then you can just give it, whoa, and then it just unties completely. That was random. Okay, what I was trying to say is that when you pull it a little bit snug when you're making the bow, then you don't have to worry about how loose it is, because you're going to be able to let it down and it will fit nicely on the card. So just like this. And then now I can go all over the place is basically what I'm doing. So the reason why I'm bouncing around is because I'm giving my ink just enough time to dry so that I don't smudge it, because you know, inevitably, especially with black on white, I have touched it immediately and I didn't give it that hot second that it needs to dry, and I've smudged my writing and it was awful. So, I'm trying not to do that with this card. There we go. Get some dimensionals, because we are all about dimension here. There we go. There. Alright, now I'm going to line this up. What is that? Something. There we go. I don't know what it was. There we go. And then do even more dimension. You know what? I'm going to get my big dimensionals for this one. This piece is a bit bigger, so let's do that. There we go. All right. Now, let us flip this over and get some snail. And I've not cut the ribbon or the twine just because I'm trying to make sure that if I need to redo it and tighten it up, because my bow is trying to be wonky, which looks like it's trying to be a terror right now. It's probably untied again, you know, because that's my luck today. Okay, always check to make sure that the opening is at the bottom where it needs to be. And there we go. Alright, now I'm going to pull that down a little, pull that down a little, give them both a good tug, and that tighten it onto the card, and then I can snip it away. And in this case, I don't mind that my bow is doing the flippy flop thing because it's staying upright, and that's going to hug right at the edge of my little sentiment here. So that is perfect. And we'll put this right up against our bow, just like that. There we go. And then the sentiment, or the, not the sentiment, the little flowers on the inside. Don't they match perfectly? I love them. Alright, there we go. Now, we're not finished. I mean, we could be finished, but I like a little bling, don't you? So, I'm going to get my basic rhinestones here, and I'm going to get my take your pick tool. And you know what I think is great? These rhinestones. They're beautiful. There we go. I was fiddling with that one because look, when the paper is placed just right, you can put the rhinestone down in the center of the flower and it's beautiful. I did that on this one in 3 spots just because of where the paper was. Now this one's not lined up for that one to be there. I guess I could go up a little higher with it, but there's that one. Maybe I'll scoot it over here. There we go. Yeah, that works. Alright, now it's in the center of the flowers. Alright, friends, there you have it. Simple, easy, beautiful ombre effect thank you card. I love it. I love this paper. It is stunning. It was the paper pumpkin video for the February Paper Pumpkin kit that I showed this paper, now that I think about it. So if you want to go back and take a look at that Paper Pumpkin video, you will see all the different papers that are included. It is gorgeous. Remember, Sale-A-Bration is still going on until March 31st. So for every $50 that you purchase, you can get something from the Sale-A-Bration brochures for free. The second release starts tomorrow, which is where this paper pack comes out. So be on the lookout for that. You'll find it over on my website, danasullivan.stampinup.net. And be sure to visit my Facebook page this evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because I'm going to be doing a live Facebook chat all about Stampin' Up, Sale-A-Bration, and the starter kit Sale-A-Bration opportunity. So make sure that you come to my Facebook page, which is the Stampin' Chick. You should be able to search the Stampin' Chick Dana Sullivan. I'll put the link down below, and I hope to see you guys there. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye for now.